yet separated by just 7 nautical miles. So in many ways to be regarded as near neighbours, and yet with vastly different World Cup pedigree. For Morocco, who are the last survivors, last flag wavers, if you like, from the continent of Africa after the demise of Senegal at the hands of England on Sunday. For them, it's their first trip to the knockout stages since Mexico City in 1986, where they were knocked out by the eventual runners-up West Germany by 1-0. Spain, by contrast, the 2010 world champions, who also won the European Championship either side of that triumph in 2008 and 2012, with what would be considered to be their golden generation. And yet, if we look at the form guide, Morocco won Group F, and that's how they came to arrive here. They won Group F, disposing of Belgium by 2-0 in the process, whereas for a few short minutes last Thursday, Spain were heading out of the tournament trailing to Japan before West Germany's late revival against Costa Rica allowed them to squeak through. For Morocco, just one change today from the team that beat Canada in their last group game. Salim Amala has come in for Abdelhamid Sabiri, whereas for Spain, 5 changes from the team beaten by Japan, 3 of them at the back, as Marcus Llorente, Aymeric Laporte and Jordi Alba come in at the expense of Cesar Azpilicueta, Pau Torres and Alejandro Baldi. And up front, Ferran Torres and Marco Asensio are in for Nico Williams and Alvaro Morata, all of which means that Morata, despite scoring in all 3 of the qualifying games, can only find a place on the bench. Obviously, between defence and attack, we have Gavi and Pedri, the young legs and engine and talent around the old man of the party, the skipper Sergio Busquets, the only survivor of the 2010 World Cup winning squad. It's going to be Spain who are going to get us underway in this game at Education City Stadium. They're going to be kicking from left to right in this first half. And we're underway. It's played back to Aymeric Laporte. He plays it to his Manchester City teammate Rodri, who swings it out to the left, where it's chested down by Torres. It's back on the halfway line though, but the referee's whistle's gone for a foul. It's a foul on the left-hand side. Yeah, Moroccan defender just in too sharply. It's quite a sore one. But on Ferran Torres, that will be a free kick on this left-hand side. It's already taken, it's back on halfway, and it's with Rodri. Again, plays it to Laporte. Morocco content to let Spain have it in their own half for the time being. And they're in their own half again with Laporte, who plays it now to Jordi Alba. It's brought again this way to Rodri, and now to Llorente. But Morocco get a foot in, and they can build for the first time, as they do in their own half. It's played out to this right-hand side, but that's a bad touch. A bad touch from Hakimi. He hasn't made many of those in this tournament. He's been pretty impressive. Walid Regragui, the Moroccan manager, whistling to somebody from the touchline. Referee laying down the law to 2 players ahead of this throw-in. It's thrown back to Laporte on halfway, and now to Rodri, who crosses the halfway line. Spain, as expected, seeing much of the ball in these early minutes. not making too much progress as yet. Here's Llorente. Back to Rodri, again on halfway. He's closed down, so passes it left. It's come to Jordi Alba. He will again come back centrally to Rodri, everything going through the City man at the moment. Here's Llorente out wide, but a challenge snapped in by Boufal, and that will be a throw to Spain. 10 yards inside the Moroccan half. Again, the ball is back at the feet of Laporte, and now Rodri. Out to Alba on the left, forward to Ferran Torres. He plays it back, and it's again back with Rodri, but he's 10 yards in advance of the halfway line now. Plays it to Llorente, who plays a little 1-2, gets the ball back. Right back on halfway now with Laporte. Spain just probing for an opening against some packed defence. There's a good ball forward. It was pulled down by Asensio, I think it was, but he couldn't hold on to it, and Morocco have the ball back. Hakimi will play the ball forward to Unahi, but he's lost it, and it's out for a throw. Throw to Spain. Here is Rodri again, advancing a little further into the Moroccan half. Llorente. Back to Rodri, who's retreated back to the halfway line. And he plays it left to Laporte, and further left to Alba on this left touch line. Back to Rodri once more. Spain just trying to find the gaps. But there isn't many gaps between the lines at the moment, with Morocco packed very tightly together. And the Moroccans are used to playing like this. They're used to playing without the ball. So this won't worry them too much if Spain can't hurt them. Here's Torres. He tries to turn, but he's robbed. And Unahi plays the ball out, plays a little 1-2, gets it down the right-hand side, where it's reached by Ziyech. That's the first time we've seen him, the Chelsea man. But he couldn't quite make the most of that. But just a sign that Morocco can steal the ball and get forward and perhaps hurt Spain with their pace. But here's Rodri once more, bringing it out of defence for Spain. Plays it out wide to Ferran Torres. Back to Jordi Alba. Back to Rodri again, who appears to be the orchestrator at the moment. That's nice from Torres. He's played it down the line, and Llorente got forward, but he lifted it over the left back, but couldn't keep it in, and it's run out for a goal kick to Morocco. Moroccan fans in great voice. They outnumber the Spaniards, and they'll try and turn it into a home game for the African side, who, as we said at the beginning, come in as underdogs, and yet they won Group F. And they won Group F conceding only one goal in the process. So they're not going to be easy to penetrate. Here they come as well. They come forward, the ball's played in, but Laporte gets a foot to it, half clears it, but Boufal has it back. He tries to get down the left-hand side, but he's stopped. But Spain have lost control of the ball, and it'll be a throw-in to Morocco. It's back now with Amrabat. Back into the Moroccan half with Agard, the West Ham man. Forward by Saiss, but that's far too long. It's going to roll over the dead ball line. That's a goal kick to Spain, to be taken by Simon. Unai Simon, who didn't have the best of games against Japan, but Luis Enrique has kept faith. And so he's once again between the sticks. Here is Rodri, again on halfway. Seem to have said that a lot of times already. It's Llorente now on the right. Plays it to his left to Laporte. further left to Alba. He's played that nicely forward to Pedri, who turns in a little circle, looks for a bit of room, but has to go back to Rodri. Bit of a chess game at the moment, with Spain just trying to move these Moroccan defenders around, and the Moroccans just trying to keep their shape, deny Spain space between the lines. Here's Alba once more. Torres went on a little run then, but he wasn't seen, and so we're back with Laporte on halfway. Still calling for it out wide, but it goes the other way. It goes to the right-hand side. Torres has appeared on the right now, in fact. He dances into the penalty area, plays a little back flick, but that doesn't come off. And Amrabat steals the ball, he's tripped, and it will be a free kick to Morocco. Amrabat did well there, he stole in, and his legs were taken away from him by Gavi, and that resulted in a free kick to Morocco. The Spaniards too, making plenty of noise in what's quite an atmosphere here inside the Education City Stadium. It's a throw into Spain on the left, 10 yards inside the Moroccan half. They throw it back into their own half, and once again we're in the centre circle with Rodri, who seems to be dominating that whole area. Here's Laporte to Alba, back to Laporte once more, again approaching the halfway line. He's looking for a runner further forward, but can't find one for now, so Alba plays it back to Rodri again. What can he load from here? He just comes to the right to Llorente. Llorente back to Laporte, and on to Jordi Alba, the Spanish back line, having the most touches of the ball at the moment. Rodri again to Laporte. That's played out to the left-hand side. Played in towards Asensio, but Amrabat holds him off really strongly and lays the ball back to his goalkeeper, Bono. It's in the Spanish half. It's in the Spanish half with Busquets. We've not seen much of him so far. He lays it forward, but Morocco have stolen it and are coming forward through Boufal. He goes down and they've won a free kick. There are protests from the Spaniards. They're not happy at that award. Gavi said that wasn't a foul, referee, but the referee disagrees. And I think they're complaining that Morocco won the ball unfairly in the first place, but the referee's not interested in that either. There didn't look to be an awful lot of contact there. Boufal looked like he was going down before the award was given, but nevertheless, it's a free kick to Morocco. It's probably 10 yards outside the penalty area, just to the left of the D. We've got Hakimi over the ball and Ziyech. Simon lining up his wall. This is a threatening position for Morocco. Ziyech looks like he really fancies this one. It appears to be a three-man wall. Lots of Moroccans behind the goal with cameras in hand, hoping to get a snap of the ball sailing into the Spanish net. It's Hakimi who's going to hit it, and he does so, and it's just over the top of the bar. Didn't really threaten Simon. He had it covered all the way. He saw it all the way. It was probably a yard over. Never really looked like going in. But it's a shot from the Moroccans, and just a reminder with the way that they stole that ball that they can get out of defence, break up the Spanish domination of the ball and create some threat. But here comes Spain. The ball's played in from the left-hand side towards Asensio, but that's a good header out by Saiss. A little bit of head tennis, and Spain have the ball back with Rodri 10 yards inside the Moroccan half. It's played out onto the left-hand side to Torres. Keeper's very nearly caught out here. Oh, that was very, very chancy by Morocco. They played some tight football inside their own penalty area, and they were very nearly undone. That wasn't good at all. I think Hakimi it was that played his own keeper into trouble. He dallied on the ball, did Bono, and in the end Saiss calmly played it to one side, but that could have come unstuck. That could have been a very sticky moment for the North Africans, who are making one heck of a din in here. They're banging an enormous drum in the crowd, making a cacophony of noise. Here's Amrabat in his own half. He's challenged by Gavi, who's once again adjudged to have fouled him, and I think this time he did. He just pulled him back by the shirt sleeve, and Amrabat, feeling the contact, went down. It's a free kick to Morocco, 10 yards inside their own half. It's swept out to the left-hand side to Boufal, but he misses his kick, and that allows Torres to launch an attack, but Gavi can't take the ball in, so he loses it, and now Hakimi has it on the right-hand side from Morocco. 10 yards inside his own half. He goes backwards, and it's played all the way back to Bono in the Moroccan goal. He hits it long towards halfway, but Rodri wins the header, but Morocco are able to sweep that up. Go back to Bono once more. He plays it out to his right, and it will be played forward by Agard. And Morocco try and launch an attack from deep inside their own half. It's come out now to this left-hand side. Boufal plays it forward. The fullback on the overlap swings the ball in, but Simon is up well and gathers that one and annuls the danger. Mazraoui did really well there. He overlapped on the left to combine with Boufal, but the ball in was a bit high and loopy, and Simon was able to come and gather it and set Spain going forward once more. Here is Rodri once again. Game at walking pace for a few minutes. Here's Llorente. It's out to the right-hand side to Torres, but a Moroccan foot puts the ball out for a throw just inside the Moroccan half. Something's amused Luis Enrique in the Spanish dugout. Here is Jordi Alba on the left for Spain. It's played now to Rodri again in the centre circle. Gavi's come deep on the right-hand side to pick the ball up because he's not seen much of it in these early minutes. He exchanges passes with Torres and then plays the ball to Rodri, who sweeps it out left this time. Here is Olmo, Dani Olmo. Rodri again. This is Busquets. And here's Pedri on the forward run. 5 yards outside the penalty area, plays it to the left, tries to get it back again, but Morocco have got bodies around the ball. They can't keep it in, and it's out for a throw into Spain. Dani Olmo back to Rodri. It's come right out to the right-hand side to Torres. He swings it into the middle. A Moroccan foot averts the danger for now, and it's back with Amrabat, who plays it to Saiss, the skipper. Back out to this left-hand side to Mazraoui, but that's a loose ball from Saiss, which gives Llorente possession. Amrabat comes in heavily in the back of Gavi. No foul given. The ball's out, and it's a throw into Morocco, about level with their own 18-yard area. Mazraoui is going to take this one. More pictures of the Moroccan fans banging their drums. There's lots and lots of drums out there, in fact. So, a deafening noise. Morocco tried to bring the ball forward, but the offside flag was up just inside the Spanish half. And Rodri set Spain moving again, just walking the ball into the Moroccan half. But Amrabat has it back. He's been very physical in these first few minutes and a strong presence guarding the back four. Bono plays the ball out to Mazraoui, who tries to make progress down the left, but Spain play it off him and out for a throw. Llorente back to Rodri on halfway, and now Laporte, Jordi Alba, Olmo, back to Laporte once more, Pedri picks the ball up. He hasn't seen too much of it either as yet. Rodri plays it to Laporte. Spain creeping forward. They've played the ball down the left-hand side, but Bono spotted that danger and he was out towards the edge of his own area to pick the through ball up before Spain could get a foot on it. Will he play this one long? No, he throws it out to the left-hand side to Mazraoui, who miscontrols the ball. That's poor from Mazraoui. He was half asleep there, miscontrolled the ball and gave away the throw, and then forgot to go back and cover Torres, who gets a beautiful ball across the box, but it misses everybody, and Morocco get the chance to clear through Hakimi. Ziyech will give chase to that, but Laporte's across. A bit of a scramble, and a Moroccan player has gone down, and Morocco were awarded a free kick. It's now back with Amrabat on the edge of his own penalty area. Unahi plays it back to the goalkeeper. He launches it long. Spain win it though. And that's Gavi diving in ahead of a Moroccan boot. That was quite brave of him. But that's a loose pass again, but a free kick has been awarded. A free kick's been awarded to Spain for the challenge. So here is Spain again. Once again, it's Rodri. Gavi again has come deep, but he's misplaced that pass and given it away, given Boufal a chance to attack. He looks for Ziyech out on the right, but Alba's won that one. And but Hakimi picks up the loose ball. Here's Ziyech now. Yes, slides past the challenge of Olmo. Plays the ball to Hakimi down by the right corner flag. He gets the ball in, looking for Amala, but ball is hooked away. The guard wins it. Amrabat wins the header. He's clattered into, and that'll be a free kick. Yeah, that was late. That was a late challenge from Olmo. He wasn't going to get the ball. He did have his eyes on the ball, to be fair to him. He was trying to play it, but he was late. And that'll be a free kick to Morocco. This is about midway inside the Spanish half. It's out on the right-hand side to the right of the 18-yard line. Swung in, but headed away. It's all a bit anticlimactic, that. But Morocco have it back again inside their own half with Mazraoui. He plays it to Amrabat, who's now the last man, and he plays it back to Bono in the Moroccan goal. Agard, the West Ham man, plays it to Amrabat once more. He advances to halfway, plays it to Boufal, who will try and take on Llorente, and he's tricked his way past him. That's good play. He puts it in the box, it's flicked on, and it will come to Ziyech now, who tries to put the ball across the box, but a Spanish defender gets in the way, puts it out for a throw about 7 or 8 yards from the corner flag. But that was good skill from Boufal, who fooled his man even without playing the ball. He kind of stood over it a couple of times, and Llorente got his weight in the wrong place and allowed Boufal to come by him. The eventual cross from Ziyech hitting Olmo and going out for a throw. And Morocco come again through Amrabat. But Spain win the ball back but only briefly. Agard has the ball, plays it to Saiz. And now it's played forward and back to Amrabat once more, inside his own half. Hakimi, nice spin by him, gets it to Ziyech, and he goes for the return ball, but I think Laporte will get across in time to cover and put the ball out for a throw. But that was nice from Morocco, showing that they're not afraid to try and play with the ball when they've got it. They're not in any hurry to get rid of it. They can play under a little bit of pressure when they have it. We've got a Spanish throw now on the left-hand side, midway inside the Spanish half. There seems to be a conductor of the Moroccan choir in the crowd. He's not actually facing the football, he's facing the crowd, which is somewhat strange, but there we are. It's played back now to Aymeric Laporte. And here's Jordi Alba once more on halfway. Rodri, again, just patrolling that centre circle. But Llorente's been too slow there, and he's caught out by Boufal, who's had a good start to the game. Amrabat to Anahi, and now out to Ziyech. But Boufal's gone down under a late challenge after he got rid of the ball, and the referee has stopped play. He seems to be holding his back. So Sergio Busquets comes in and says, what was wrong with that? And in fairness, Busquets had played the ball, and Boufal came into him and then slipped over onto his back, and I think that's probably why he's feeling the effects of that. But anyway, nobody was penalised for that. Luis Enrique using the break in play to have a word with Ferran Torres. We're going to start again with a drop ball, and Morocco, they had the possession, and they go back to Roman Saiz. Bono being closed down by Torres, but he gets the ball out to Mazraoui. Back to Bono again, who puts it onto his right foot, plays it out, but that's not a good ball. It's intercepted. Here's a real chance. Torres back. Oh, it's hit the bar. It's hit the bar, and the follow-up is scrambled away, but the flag has gone up for offside. But again, that was sloppy play out of defence by Morocco. They played themselves into trouble. Bono tried to play the ball out to the right. Hakimi was too far wide, and the ball was played forward, but Torres was in an offside position, as it turns out. He laid it back to Gavi, who hit the top of the bar. Torres then hit the follow-up shot, which was blocked by Amrabat, but the flag had long gone up since then, and if that had gone in, it wouldn't have counted. But again, Morocco, for the second time in the game, playing themselves into trouble. The goalkeeper gives a little wink, but he knows that he's used up another one of his 9 lives there, perhaps. That's twice now already in this half. Here's Busquets on halfway as we're back live again. Jordi Alba lays the ball forward, and they've beaten the offside trap, but it's fired into the side netting. I don't think there was a flag that time. There was no flag that time. And yeah, Asensio was well onside. He timed his run beautifully. He was on the left-hand side of the box, lashed in the shot, but planted it into the side netting. He was just stretching for it a little bit, and fired off target. But a couple of times in the last minute and a half or so, Spain have looked threatening. Here's Bono clearing the ball for Morocco. A header on halfway from Gavi. Here's Asensio doing really well to hold off his man. It's brought down. There's a free kick given. He did well there. He was really strong. Really strong. Referee bellowing out instructions. Here is Rodri taking the free kick to Laporte, and now to Alba. Back to Laporte on halfway. Rodri in that centre circle once more to Llorente. Llorente sweeps it to his left to Laporte, and now to Alba. Spain just starting to look threatening. Asensio gets a little touch. Pedri is challenged by Anahi. It's out for a throw to Spain. They take it quickly. They seem to be just increasing the tempo in these last couple of minutes. 27 minutes on the clock. No goals here at the Education City Stadium, but a couple of sniffs of goal for Spain in the last few minutes. It's now with Pedri on the left-hand side, midway inside the Moroccan half. Back to halfway to Laporte. He slows it down to walking pace again. Pedri once more. Jordi Alba. There's Rodri to Laporte. Pedri once again. Here's Alba. Plays it in, looking for Olmo. But Morocco get a foot in, and it balloons up into the hands of the goalkeeper. Saiss getting across there to get a foot in to snuff out any danger from the Spaniards. Amrabat with the header. Morocco inside their own half with Anahi, who's brought down. Just nudged in the back, and that's a free kick to Morocco. They're on halfway now, and they've gone all the way back to a guard and back to Bono. He'll fire it forward down the left-hand side, but straight to Llorente. Boufal came back, though, to rob him of the ball, and he was tripped. And that's a free kick to Morocco. Boufal's shown up well in these early minutes and given Llorente quite a difficult time. Spain have the ball back, though. They have it back with Pedri, who plays it to Rodri. Llorente. He was looking for the forward ball, but gave it away once more. Saiss leads the charge out of defence. En-Nesyri came across to try and make something of that, but Rodri played it back to Simon. And so here comes Spain once again with Jordi Alba. Now to Busquets. He really hasn't been on the ball that much in these early stages. Here's Laporte, or in the first third of the game. 86 passes for Spain, just 29 for Morocco, but we kind of expected that. Here is Spain again to put some more passes together. Here is Rodri. Rodri to Gavi. Got a little push, but still managed to lay the ball off. It's Pedri. Now to Rodri once more. Advances just beyond the centre circle. Laporte. Pedri. Jordi Alba. Spain now camped in the Moroccan half. Laporte once more to Rodri. And now to this right-hand side to Llorente. It's a attempted flick on by Gavi. He goes down under the challenge, but the referee's not interested. Morocco clear. Rodri wins the ball, but he pushes over En-Nesyri, and the referee says that's a free kick, and he's quite right, it is. It's a free kick just inside the Moroccan half. Rodri had won the first ball, but in attempting to get to the second ball, he just shoved En-Nesyri out the way. Gavi had good claims for a foul there. I think he back-heeled the ball and was clattered into. But here come Morocco again with Mazraoui to Boufal. What can he do this time? He lays the ball inside, but it's lost. But Mazraoui wins it back, gives Boufal another chance to play the ball. He plays it to Amrabat, who holds off his marker, plays the ball out to the right-hand side. Here is Hakimi, and now Ziyech. Ziyech going to try and run at Jordi Alba, which he attempts to do. Alba gets a foot in, puts the ball out for a throw. Good contest, that. Throw to Morocco. About level with the 18-yard box. on the right-hand side, thrown into a Nahi, but he can't turn on it, and Jordi Alba wins the ball. Ferran Torres, though, has lost it to Marawi, who's going to have a crack, and that's a good hit. And Simon couldn't hold it first time, but grabbed it before anybody loitering could latch onto it. Mezraoui hit that well, and Simon took the sting out of it and managed to dive on it before Nazari could close in. But a sight of the Spanish goal there from Morocco from a stolen ball. That ball forward isn't controlled by Marco Asensio, otherwise Spain might have been in at the other end. Just a few half chances beginning to emerge from what I think we thought would be a tight tactical contest. Here's Rodri again on halfway, playing it back to Simon, who's just outside his box, and he plays it to Aymeric Laporte, and now to Jordi Alba, who approaches the halfway line. He plays it to Rodri, who again looks for a way in. Can Pedri unlock the door? That's a lovely ball to Torres, who's on the right touchline, lofts the ball back in. It's headed partly away by Hakimi, and Morocco will try and bring it clear, but Spain have won it once more. But Morocco mop up and get the ball to Boufal, who can hoist the ball forward, but that's to nowhere in particular, and it's gone through to Simon. But again, a nice ball forward there. It was dangerous for a moment. Torres had given the fullback the slip, but his cross couldn't find a light blue shirt. Spain, of course, in their change strip today because Morocco are playing in their traditional red shirts and green shorts. Here's Gavi on the left-hand side of the box. He plays it to Torres on the right-hand side. He's got a little bit of room. Again, he's teasing his defender. Still got it. Lays it back. It's Rodri, 10 yards outside the area. Alba. Now it comes to the left. And back now to Laporte. Laporte to Rodri. Pedri's gesturing that he wants the ball. He's now got it. Played it to Busquets. Now comes out wide to Torres, who's finding a little bit of room out on this right-hand side. Here's Pedri. Now to Laporte. Laporte looks like he might have a go, but he doesn't. He plays in Olmo instead. But Morocco get bodies around the ball and they clear. And Anahi is then fouled just outside his own box. And it will be a free kick to Morocco. Just signs that Ferran Torres is beginning to be influential out on this left-hand side, right-hand side. Find a bit of room against the left-back Mezraoui. But Morocco have thus far managed to hold firm. They've only conceded one goal in the tournament, and that was to Canada in their final group game that they won 2-1. Just over 35 minutes gone now, still goalless here at the Education City Stadium. Here is Bono with the goal kick. Kicks it long, but Spain pick up the pieces through Pedri, who lays it forward. The referee plays an advantage because he was fouled, Pedri, because Spain still have the ball, but they've had to come all the way back to Simon, who plays it to Busquets, who wanders forward through the centre of the field, reaches halfway, exchanges passes with Pedri. It's now laid forward, but that's loose again, and Anahi's in the way, and Ziyech tries to run it clear, exchanges passes with Anahi, but the return ball is just too long and rolls out for a throw on the left-hand side to Spain. It's got just the shape we thought it would have this game. Spain dominating possession of the ball, Morocco content to play without it and to press in the right areas, and that's restricted Spain to just a few half glimpses so far. Here's Rodri plays it forward again. That was nice. Marco Asensio out to Ferran Torres. Can he make something happen on this right-hand side? No, he can't, because Boufal comes in and makes the challenge, and the last touch was off Torres, and so it's out for a throw to Morocco, down by their own left corner flag. Moroccans will be quite happy with the way this has gone so far. Most of their difficulties have been of their own making. A couple of occasions where they've tried to play out from defence and got caught, but Morocco have had the one real shot of the half, which was well parried by Simon. A shot by Mesraoui. Here is Roman Saiz, formerly of Wolves, plays the ball back again, and Amrabat has it once more. It's now played towards the halfway line. The long ball forward, looking for Hakimi, who had ventured forward from deep, but it was too long, and it's rolled out for a throw. That's an adventurous run by Hakimi, Paris Saint-Germain defender, who's shown up well at this World Cup. Madrid-born, of course, playing against Spain today. Here is Pedri. It's out to Ferran Torres on this right-hand side. Back to Pedri again. Now to Laporte. 10 yards inside the Moroccan half. Jordi Alba. That's a nice pass. There's a dangerous ball across the box from Gavi, but Mesraoui was in a good position to clear, and Morocco can try and build once more. Here's Amala. He gets the ball out to Boufal, who tricks his way past the defender. Amrabat tries to lay the ball forward, but that's gone astray, and Rodri will retrieve it just in front of his own 18-yard area. He seems to be chatting to his Manchester City teammate Laporte as he exchanges passes. Rodri has it once more. I should imagine he's had more touches than anybody in this first half. Pedri back to Laporte as we approach 5 minutes before half time. Here's Rodri to Pedri, who runs into a central position. Lays it left to Jordi Alba. That's a nice ball inside the fullback, but Hakimi has read that. Hakimi came across, read it, stuck his body in the way, shielded the ball from Elmo, and it went over the dead ball line. So now we are 5 minutes from half time, plus whatever time is added on for injuries and stoppages. Don't forget, this is the 7th of the 8 last 16 ties, the 8th one to be played tonight between Portugal and Switzerland, and you can see that too on Flash Score. You can listen to it with us on Flash Score at 7 o'clock. Here's Bono. He fires the ball forward to Boufal, who's pushed in the back. I think that's Gavi again. He's not very happy about that. He's protesting to the referee. It's not going to make much difference because he's given the foul, and yeah, he didn't get the ball. Boufal has caused Spain 1 or 2 troubles in this first half, both for Llorente and for Gavi. It's a free kick to Morocco, probably 15 yards inside the Spanish half in a central position. Not much angle for laying a ball forward, so it'll be interesting to see what they do with this. It's probably just to the left of the centre of the pitch. Boufal has pulled out wide on the left, but it's gone the other way. It's headed into the box towards Saiz. It'll come back out to Hakimi. He'll float a dangerous ball in, half cleared by Busquets. Boufal now beats his man, tricks it back in. It's headed and it's over the bar. That was a good chance. That was a good chance for Morocco. 1 or 2 of the Moroccan fans head in hands. The initial free kick wasn't cleared properly It came back to Hakimi. He put it in. Boufal picked the ball up, tricked his way past the defender as he's done a number of times in this half. And Agard, who was forward, flicked his header towards goal. But it cleared the crossbar by about a yard. And the danger was averted. Here's Amrabat. And Amrabat once more. Oh, that's loose. Very nearly caused a problem for Saiss, who planted the ball forward. It was well held up by En-Nesyri and out to Boufal. He plays it to Mazraoui down the left touchline. That's a good ball across. It's headed back in. Only half cleared, but Rodri latches onto the loose ball and makes sure that he snuffs out the danger and he fires it over the halfway line where it's out for a goal kick. But just in this last minute or two, a couple of dangerous balls in. Ziyech did really well to get that ball back from the byline, but Rodri got there before En-Nesyri could swoop, and he managed to clear it. But Morocco are encouraged by that. A couple of half chances, we might say, in the last few minutes for them. Anyway, here's Olmo out on the left-hand side. He plays it back to Jordi Alba. Rodri in the centre circle to Pedri. Rodri again. Here's Llorente in the side today at the expense of Cesar Azpilicueta. The Chelsea man dropped to the bench. Alba once more. A minute plus stoppage time left in this half. Morocco will be thinking, if we can get through that, we've got to half-time unscathed, and we've caused a few problems of our own. Here's Torres, though, tricking his way past Boufal. He attacks the area, tries to play in a sense. Agard gets a challenge in, and it's smuggled out for a corner by Mazraoui. But that was good play by Torres. Played a lovely little dink ball. Here he is again. It's played back to the edge of the area, swung in by Pedri, but that's too long. And they can let that go, and it will go out for a goal kick. But yeah, Torres has had a moment or two in this half where he's threatened to do something for Spain. And again there, he got himself into a dangerous position, and it was only the arrival of a second defender that averted big danger. Just 1 minute of stoppage time. That must be... There can't be many times in this World Cup where we've played the minimal amount of stoppage time. But that's probably right. We've not seen any goals. There's not been a trainer on the field. There's not been a booking. So 1 minute's probably about right. Here's Bono with the goal kick for Morocco. He fires it over the halfway line. A Spanish head wins the ball, but Morocco have it back through a Nahi. He turns a circle, goes back to Mazraoui, now to Saiss, and now to Agard, and Amrabat, who's played the Rodri role for Morocco, but he's given that ball away. Busquets plays it forward. Olmo, is there going to be a chance late in the half? Here's a Sensei. Olmo steps over the ball, but Mazraoui reads it and clears it to the halfway line. And the whistle's gone. That's half-time. Rodri just forward of the centre circle. Lays it to Laporte. He's going to come left, surely. He does, to Alba. Alba turns back inside, dinks a little ball in, but that's a good header from Saiss. And a header forward by Spain just runs through to Yassine Bono. And he seeks to just take a little bit of the sting out of the slight momentum that Spain have built at the start of this second half. We're coming up to the hour, though. It hasn't resulted in a goal. So we're still no closer to knowing who will play the winner of tonight's last 16 tie between Portugal and Switzerland, which of course you can hear here on Flash Score. Here are Spain once more with Aymeric Laporte to Jordi Alba, back to Laporte again, and now to Rodri. Both Laporte and Rodri, of course, playing in their familiar Manchester City colours of blue shirts and white shorts. The guard's been penalised for a foul there. I thought he'd won the ball, but the referee says he's made contact with Gavi, and so he's given a free kick. Almost grabbed the ball. Morocco immediately went to surround the area where the free kick was given so that it couldn't be taken quickly. They're not happy about the award of that free kick, Morocco, but replay suggests maybe he came between the legs of the Spanish player. We're about to see a change. I think we're about to see the first changes of this match. It looks as if Luis Enrique is going to blink first, but maybe not until after the taking of this free kick, which is probably about 35 yards from goal and to the left of the 18-yard area. It's played inside, back to Pedri, the kick taker, again to Jordi Alba. He lofts the ball in, looking for a Spanish head. It's knocked straight up in the air by Saiss. That's not a very convincing punch by Bono either, but Morocco have got it clear, and they'll come with Ziyech. Anahi, he tries to play the ball forward, but Spain recover quickly, and Olmo gets it out for a throw. Someone's gone down here clutching a hamstring. This doesn't look very good at all. This might change Luis Enrique's substitution plans. He nods as if to say yes. It's Jordi Alba. It's Jordi Alba who's in trouble. He was trying to recovery run, and I think it's the right hamstring. That does not look good. In the meantime, Gavi's come off. His participation in this last 16 game is done. Asensio is off as well. And on in their stead have come Sola and Morata. Gavi taking a swig of water. I don't think Jordi Alba's going to be able to continue either. I think his day is done. He's limping quite badly. Looked to me as if that hamstring has gone. He's waving as if to say he wants to come back on, but I think that might be short-lived. Be interested to see if Ziyech can get a run at him in the next few minutes. In the meantime, it's with Boufal, who we haven't seen much of in this half. He sprays it, trying to find Ziyech, but it's gone through to Simon. Of course, Morata is now on the field. He's scored in all 3 group games. Should he get one in this match, he'll equal David Villa's record of having scored in 4 consecutive World Cup games. A feat that Villa achieved in the World Cup winning side of 2010. Here's Olmo. He's played it back to Laporte, and now off to Rodri. He sprays it out to the right, but Mazraoui won it. Tried to lay it up the line, it didn't go out of play, and Rodri's retrieved it. Now to Laporte and to Pedri. To Rodri again. Still looking to prize an opening past this resolute Moroccan defence. It's out on the right-hand side again. Rodri once more. Laporte. He lofts it forward. He's looking for the run of Torres, but it's just too long, and it's out for a goal kick. It's very nearly very good, just not quite, and it's Morocco's turn to make a substitution. Ezazuli is going to come on in place of Boufal, who's been quiet in this half. To be fair, he had a very good first half, but he's now given way to Ezazuli. Another man, of course, who plays his football in Spain. He jogs on the field as Boufal leaves. So both sides have now changed their starting lineups in an attempt to resolve this stalemate. Here's Olmo laying the ball forward. That's headed more up than away by Saiss. Spain have the ball back again on halfway with Pedri playing very deep in this game. Here he is again, sprays it to his right to Rodri, and now to Llorente. To Llorente again, and now to Laporte on halfway. Still no way through as it stands. Alba, who seems to have managed to keep going after what looked a terminal hamstring issue just a few moments ago. Here is Torres trying to take on Mazraoui, but Mazraoui gets a foot in, puts it out for a throw just a few yards from the corner flag. Spain seemingly penning in Morocco more and more, but still not really testing Bono to any real degree. Here's Alba, he's played that off Hakimi, and it's out for a corner. A corner to Spain, which Olmo is going off across to orchestrate. Can they do something from the set piece? We're 3/4 of the way through the 90 now. Final quarter of the match, still with the deadlock to be broken. Here's Pedri, plays it to Jordi Alba, back to Pedri. He thinks about knocking it out to the right. It has now come out to the right, and back to Pedri. Jordi Alba, he lofts it in. Morocco half get it away, but now Llorente has it, plays it out to the right hand side now to Torres. It's beginning to be a game of attack against defence here. Almost found a little pocket. He's played in Morata. That's a good challenge. That's a very good challenge to steal the ball. That was a guard, I think, putting in that challenge. Ziyech now tries to bring it out of defence for Morocco, but Jordi Alba gets a foot in and puts it out for a throw close to the halfway line. Morata thought he may have got away there, but a guard timed that beautifully, and he had to. It would have been a penalty if he'd not played the ball. The West Ham man did well. Seems to have come at some cost to him because he's now limping. We'll keep an eye on that for you. Here is Pedri, further forward than we've seen him at any time in the game, I think. But it's back with Bono, who launches it forward down the left-hand side. But En-Nesyri Amala doesn't win it. And Spain have the chance to build again. Here is Laporte to Pedri. Pedri again, swings it right. Played inside again to Rodri. Again out to the right. Rodri once more. He is the fulcrum for everything that Spain are trying to build. Laporte once more. Just very, very slow progress here from Spain. Not really finding any gaps in this Moroccan defence. Dominating possession, the Spaniards, but can't find the gaps. Will they do so this time, we wonder. Here is Rodri again. Pedri. Oh, he tries to turn a little circle, but he doesn't come away with the ball. And Ziyech can try and launch an attack for Morocco. He's forced back to Saiss, who swings it left, looking for the run of Ezazuli. He gets there before Llorente, but has to come backwards. Here is Anahi. That was a nice little inside pass, but his teammates hustled off the ball. Busquets brings it out. Torres tried to get forward, but he too was robbed. Saiss now sprays it out the other way to the right, looking for Ziyech, who will come back and retrieve the ball. But not many forward here for Morocco. Amala tried to get to his ball forward, but Llorente recovered to win it back. And once again, Morocco without the ball. Surely you would think eventually, even though they've looked fairly comfortable sitting without the ball, that will tell on them and that Spain will find a way through. But with 17.5 minutes of normal time left, they've not done so yet. Here they come again, though, with Olmo out on the left, but the referee's whistle's gone. Morata was coming back from an offside position, and it's a free kick to Morocco. Yeah, he was just offside. Replays show he was just offside. Spain are going to bring on another substitute now. Luis Enrique trying something else. That will probably happen the next time the ball goes out of play. Here's a Nahi. But now to Ziyech, who swings it to the left, but it's intercepted. Intercepted by Llorente. Now Torres. Llorente once more. Off to Pedri now. Rodri on halfway. Alba swings it to the left to Olmo. It's played again into the run of Olmo, but Hakimi had spotted it and plays it back to Bono. He lays it forward. Ziyech doesn't control it very well though, and Amrabat's clearance is back to a Spanish foot. This really is almost attack against defence now, with Pedri playing it to Rodri in the centre circle. The pressure is definitely increasing, but still the Spaniards haven't really tested Bono in the Moroccan goal. Pedri once more. to Rodri and now to Laporte. Well in advance of the halfway line, every Spanish player now. Here's Jordi Alba. He plays it in. Olmo tries to turn, goes down. Referee waves play on. Here's Pedri, though, playing it to Torres, who's got a little bit of room. Tries to step inside Mazraoui, but Mazraoui reads it, plays it up the line, but it's been given away by Ezazuli. And Spain have it again with Jordi Alba. Looking again for Torres, but another foot in by a Moroccan player who's now gone down. Mazraoui's gone down, having stretched to play that ball out. Don't know whether he's done himself a mischief or whether he's got a little bit of cramp. It was Amrabat who put the challenge in on Olmo. I think that probably was a foul. I think that's probably been missed by the Argentine referee. But even so, on we go. Ball is back with Rodri. And Rodri again lays it forward to Busquets, who steps away from one challenge. But Morocco win the ball back once more. Here's a Nahi playing it wide to Hakimi, who has to go and retrieve it. He's now under pressure. Ziyech facing his own goal. He's almost back to his own byline. Plays it back to Bono, who very nearly lets the ball get away from his control, but manages to clear. Hakimi then goes over the foot of Laporte, who is the first player in the game to be booked. That seems quite harsh, really. I think it was a foul, but I'm not sure it was a booking. Yeah, he just caught him down the sock and onto the foot. Down Hakimi went. I think that's a foul. I'm not sure it's a yellow card, but as so often in football these days, what's a yellow card anymore? I'm not altogether sure. But Laporte is in the book. It's his first booking of the World Cup, so it doesn't put him at risk of missing the quarter-final unless, of course, he gets another one and gets sent off. It's a free kick to Morocco anyway, who would have been glad of the pause, I think. A guard plays it down the right-hand side, looking for Ziyech. But Spain have got the ball back from him. Morocco don't appear to be able to keep the ball at all at the moment. And therefore, Spain are constantly on the move forward. Here's Llorente to Laporte, who will no doubt put that booking out of his head and carry on. Here's Alba to Pedri, looking to orchestrate something. It's ricocheted kindly into the path of Morata. Here's Alba putting the ball in, but a guard again gets an important touch, and in the end the ball's gone behind for a goal kick. That looked dangerous for a brief moment, but a guard stood well, and there was a wild lash at the ball by Olmo, and it went out for a goal kick, missed by a considerable distance. The Moroccan fans still making plenty of noise, trying to inspire the Atlas Lions into the quarter-final for the first time in their history. That's a wild goal kick from Bono. It's gone out on the halfway line, on the Spanish left, for a throw which Alba takes to Sergio Busquets, his 143rd international. Incredible record from one of the legends of the Spanish game, the world game for that matter. Here is Pedri to Laporte. Pedri once more. Now across to Rodri, who is again inside that centre circle. He owns the centre circle, I think, here at the Education City Stadium. He seems to have pitched a tent in it. The substitute has come on during that passage of play. I'm not quite sure who he's come on for, actually, but it's Williams. It's Williams Jr. who's come on. Seems to have come on in Torres's position, so put a ball into the box. There were some muted shouts for a penalty, but it wasn't going to happen. Morocco looking like they're going to make another change as well during this break in play. But we're underway again. That's Busquets. That's a lovely ball forward, and Llorente tried to pull it back. It was put behind for a corner. Saiss remonstrating with one or two of his... No, in fact, he's remonstrating with the referee because he says the last touch came off Llorente, which indeed it did. But a corner was given. If Spain were to score from this, that would be a problem. It's been worked to Jordi Alba. He lays it forward. Good header out. And headed on again by Morocco, but they've got no one forward, so they've just lost the ball again. So yet again, Spain have the ball. It looks as if Torres is the man that departed. Apologies for missing that substitution. We knew it was imminent, but I didn't actually see it take place. Here is Williams Jr. anyway, running in off the right-hand touchline. He's got it through. It's pulled back, but it's right across the face of the goal by Morata. There was no one to touch the ball in. It was a lovely pass, and Morata was onside, but he pulled it right across the 6-yard box, across the keeper Bono, but there was nobody there. Nobody really attacking the ball. I think Morata's fleetness of turn caught them out, caught out his teammates, and nobody was close enough to put the ball in. Amala, En-Naziri and Mazraoui have all gone off in a triple substitution. Chadira, Sabiri and Atiat Allah are now on the pitch. So a triple change for Morocco, who now have Agard down on the floor. So I wonder if that was made a little hastily. It remains to be seen. Agard is definitely limping. I think he's saying it's his groin, so I don't think he's going to play much longer. So maybe they made those changes a little hastily. Well, they're going to need another one. They're going to need to make another one. So we've got Yamik. We've got Jawed Yamik pulling on his shirt now to come on in a guard's place. A flurry of substitutions taking place now. The referee saying that the guard might need some help off the field. He's absolutely crestfallen. He knows that that's likely to be the end of his World Cup. If his groin has gone, the stretcher has come out. As I say, it looks as if Jawad El Yamik will come on in his place. So big reshuffles for Morocco in this period. Agard comes off without the aid of the stretcher in the end, but we're regardless of the result of this match, that looks like it might be the end of his World Cup. And obviously worries too if you're a West Ham fan, because it would suggest you might not see him for a while at the London Stadium. Well, Yamik's going to take a free kick inside the Moroccan half. It's a long ball forward. It's won by Spain, but Morocco have it back in their own half with the skipper Saiss, who plays it back to Bono. He launches it forward. They win the initial header. And Saiss again lays the long ball forward into the Spanish half. It's all a little bit ragged and messy at the moment. Perhaps those substitutions have disturbed any rhythm there was. But here's Hakimi. That's a good ball in. It's headed back. Can they turn on it? There was a turn. There was a turn on the ball and a slightly scuffed shot from Walid Chadira, the substitute. Couldn't sort of wrap his foot round it with any power, and it was easy enough for Unai Simon to deal with. But a sniff of goal for Morocco, and they've not had many sights of Unai Simon's goal in this half. Here is Pedri, but that's loose. That's really loose. It's gone out for a throw. Hakimi gesturing maybe to his teammates. I don't think he needs to gesture to the crowd to ask for more support, because the Moroccan fans are in full-throated voice, waving their flags and their scarves and keeping up the incessant singing, still being orchestrated by their conductor, who's still watching the crowd rather than the match, as he was in the first half. Here's Rodri to Laporte to Pedri. Here's Williams. Yes, that's a good burst of speed by Williams, but Saiss reads it superbly and slides in and wins the ball. Morocco still trapped in their own, down by their own left corner flag, however, but they finally managed to smuggle the ball away. Luis Enrique contemplating what he might do next. Just 3 minutes of normal time remain. 30 minutes of extra time is beckoning. Thrown up the line by Morocco. Hooked back towards his own goal. That's an awkward one for Simon. He gets a foot on it, but Morocco pick up the loose ball. Here is Anahi. He's gone again down the right-hand side, fed by Hakimi. Hakimi stayed up with him. Yeah, that's a nice exchange as well, but Anahi just can't keep it in. It's just too firm. That was nice football, neat football from Morocco. Anahi and Hakimi combining well. But the last pass just had too much on it. He was onside, but he couldn't reach it. It ran out for a goal kick. Here's Williams. That's laid forward looking for the run of Morata. He seems to have beaten the cover. He lays it back to Williams. Williams shoots. It's a great block by Amrabat. Superb block by Amrabat. Wonderful piece of defending. Once again, he's had a storming game, Amrabat. But Williams has caused problems with his pace since he came on. I'm not sure if the offside flag went up or not. It was very tight, but Morata seemed to have found a pocket of room. Williams got the shot off from the return pass, but Amrabat threw his body in the way. Tremendous block. Fabulous defending. He really has had a good game today. But Williams looks dangerous with his speed. He really does. Just over 2 minutes now before extra time looms. Of course, we don't know how much time will be added on for stoppages. We've had the injury to our guard, and we've had lots of substitutions, so there could well be a fair amount of added on time. Here is Olmo, fed by Morata. He's down the left-hand side. He tries to trick his way past Anahi, and I think the referee's whistle's gone for a free kick. Has indeed. There's a yellow card been shown. I'm not sure whether it's been shown to Anahi for the foul or to the skipper Saiss for disputing the fact that a foul should have been given. If Saiss was disputing it, it's foolish because it was a definite foul. Looks as if it may be a yellow card for dissent. We'll confirm that. Indeed it was. It's Saiss who's gone in the book. But he wasn't on a yellow card already, so it wouldn't impair him from taking part in the quarter-final should Morocco get there. But as we move into stoppage time, 5 minutes of stoppage time, here's a free kick in a dangerous position. It's level with the 18-yard area, but it's about 7 or 8 yards to the left of it. It's going to be swung in. That's dangerous. Oh, back stick, free header. Completely free header. But well over the bar. Should have done better. That's Morata. Maybe he was caught between two stools there. I'm not quite sure whether he was going for goal or heading it back across goal. I'm not sure he knows either. The result was he got underneath it and it ballooned over the top. So goal kick to Morocco. 4 minutes of stoppage time remain at the end of the 90. We're still goalless. Oh, that's a bad touch by Simon. He was closed down very quickly. He managed to get it away in the end, but a bad first touch nearly put him in trouble. It was Azzouli. It was Azzouli closing in. A Moroccan fan pleads to the heavens and says, why couldn't that have rolled a little bit further out and given us a chance to stick the ball in the net? We've got a Moroccan player writhing around on the ground now. Jawed Amik is writhing on the floor after a clumsy challenge by Morata. I don't think it was malicious, it was clumsy though. Into the back of the knee. But Yamid has certainly made the referee aware of the fact that he's been fouled. Rolling around somewhat, he gesticulates to Morata as if to say, I've noted that. You better watch those two for the next little while. It's a free kick to Morocco, a chance to load the penalty area with 3 minutes of stoppage time remaining. Morocco 0, Spain 0. It's Ziyech who will put the ball forward. Saiss is in there. The feet go up, there's a shot. There was a shot, but the offside flag had already gone up. They appeared to be offside from the original free kick, and they most certainly were. There was a line of players offside. Saiss just went too early. The shot came in from the substitute Sabiri into the hands of Unai Simon, but the flag had long since gone up. Just 2 minutes left now of the 5 added, or we're heading for 30 extra minutes. What do you do in this situation? Are both sides going to settle for the 30, or is someone going to try and create one more chance? Here's Jordi Alba. He's gone all the way back to Unai Simon. And now Rodri. Really, neither side has created a really good chance in this half. So a winner now would almost be a surprise, but you just never know. Here are Spain down the right with Williams. It's been put out for a throw to Spain, which Williams Jr. will take. He throws it back, and it's in the centre circle with Laporte to Alba. 1 minute to go. Here's Olmo, skips past one, clattered by Anahi, absolutely clattered. That's a reckless challenge, really, because it gives Spain chance to load the penalty area once more. Maybe it was a tired challenge, I don't know. But this is a chance for Spain. It's probably 10 yards outside the 18-yard area, level with the left edge. Anxious Moroccan faces. This is a chance to load the area. Here's Olmo, puts the ball in, and oh, it's pushed away by Bono. Two players ran across it, went right through to Bono, who pushed it out. Olmo put the ball in, two players ran across the line of the ball, Williams and Rodri, to try and put the keeper off. Neither got a touch. Bono pushed it out. It's a corner, swung in from the right. Here's Laporte, it's blocked, and Saiss scrambles it away. I think it may be a throw. Laporte got the header in, but Saiss managed to smuggle the ball away, and still no way through. I think the whistle's gone to end the 90. So the 7th quarter-final is going to extra time. There's going to be another 30 minutes. It's a time to gather your players in and to have a word. Very few chances, very few clear chances in the whole match, really. Just to remind you, Gavi had one off the bar in the first half, but Torres was already in an offside position. Mazraoui had the shot beaten out by Unai Simon at the other end, and a guard headed the ball over. In the second half, very few chances. There was one ball across the box from Morata, which nobody could touch in for Spain. But really, we didn't look like breaking the deadlock. A guard's obviously gone off injured now for Morocco. I wonder if that will be telling come the end of the game. He appeared to have damaged his right groin, which is not only bad news for Morocco, of course, it's bad news for West Ham too. But Spain have a few more substitutions up their sleeve than the Moroccans. Now that it's gone to extra time, everybody will get one more, of course. But we still don't know who's going to go through to play the winner of tonight's tie between Portugal and Switzerland. Another chance in that match, of course, for Cristiano Ronaldo to get to another semi-final. But plenty of English interest on the Swiss side as well, of course. You can hear that game on Flash Score, kicking off at 7 o'clock British time. Well, where do we think this is going to go? Morocco have defended heroically, as they have done all tournament, really. They've only conceded one goal in 4 whole games now. Just the one goal to Canada when they were already 2-0 up in the last group game. They achieved a shutout against Belgium and a shutout against Croatia. They beat the Belgians, of course, 2-0, which was the main reason why the Belgians went home early. So they've been very, very difficult to score against. And Spain, having hit 7 in their first qualifying game against Costa Rica, then drew 1-1 with Germany and lost to the Japanese. So really, they haven't looked dominant for quite some while in this tournament, and they've struggled to create chances against Yassine Bono and his defence, which has been well marshalled by Saiss, and in which Hakimi has looked dangerous coming out of defence and trying to link up with Ziyech down the right. Amrabat's been superb sitting in front of the back four for Morocco, which is why they're so difficult to score against. The only issue for Morocco would appear to be, where are they going to get a goal from? They only scored 4 goals in the group stage, and they've not carried much threat today. Really, in the first half here defensively, they caused their own problems. There was a ball out from goalkeeper Bono, which nearly caused them trouble, and a back pass, which again nearly embarrassed them. But other than that, they've been absolutely watertight. Who's going to find the little bit of spark that's going to unlock this tie? Roman Saiss coming back onto the field to toss up again with Sergio Busquets at the start of this extra time period. He's going to make the call. The coin is tossed, and Saiss says we'll stay at this end, and so we're going to be underway again very soon. Doesn't appear to have been any substitutions during the time between the end of the 90 and the start of extra time. It's going to be Spain who will kick off this first 15 minutes of the 30 minutes of extra time. Don't forget, if we don't get a goal in these 30 minutes, we'll be going to the dreaded penalty shootout, which yesterday delighted the Croatians and was heartbreak for Japan. We're underway again here with Olmo to Jordi Alba, who appears to have run off what seemed to be a hamstring problem in the second half. Seems to be moving much better now. Here is Rodri playing it all the way back to Unai Simon in the Spanish goal. Laporte, the only man to be booked. Laporte, the only Spaniard to be booked in the game. Saiss of Morocco, also in the Argentinian referee's book. Here's Olmo trying to break the Moroccan lines, but he doesn't succeed. And now it's gone to Ziyech on halfway. He lofts it forward. Chadira's giving chase, but Llorente is across and plays it to Williams Jr. That's too high a foot against Williams Jr., and it's a free kick to Spain. Rodri to Laporte. Again, the game at a pretty slow pace. That's a loose pass from Rodri, which Llorente couldn't control, but Ezazuli couldn't make the most of it, and it's gone out again for a throw to Spain. Here's Pedri. Amrabat is across once more. His attempted clearance is half blocked, but he's in again. There's a collision really between him and his own player, Anahi, and it's out for a throw to Spain. Amrabat, certainly one man who doesn't deserve to be on the losing side today. Here is Laporte to Rodri, back to Laporte again. Just crosses the halfway line as he again searches for that moment of incision. But Hakimi has stolen it from Jordi Alba. He tries to break forward. A Spanish foot puts it out for a throw. Ziyech has got the ball. Throws it up the line, but gives the ball away to Jordi Alba. And it's with Laporte, who miscontrolled it and has to retrieve it from the byline, get it back to his goalkeeper. He plays it to Rodri. Rodri fires it up the right-hand side, looking for the run of Williams, but it's too long. And Anahi will now pick the ball up. He lays it off. It's back to Amrabat, who comes to his right. Morocco have it in the left-back position with Yamik. And it's it's out again for another throw to Morocco, just a few yards from the halfway line on the right. Hakimi has the ball in his hand. He's stolen a yard or two because he's now in the Spanish half by the time he throws the ball in. Ziyech has gone down. He's looking for a free kick, but he's not going to get one. In fact, it appears to have gone against him. It appears to have gone to Spain. He tosses a hand aside in disgust at that as he climbs back to his feet. Amrabat has forced 14 turnovers in this match, which says something about how well he's played. Here is Jordi Alba. That's a dangerous ball in. It's flicked off, but Busquets can't get there, and Morocco can come out of defence, and they do so with Ziyech. But he's got to go back to Amrabat. Amrabat steps away from his marker, brings the ball forward, lays it forward. Have they beaten the offside trap here? Chadira is through! Oh, he dallies on the ball, and Spain get a foot in and get it back to Unai Simon, but that was a big chance. I don't think there was any flag. There would have been if it had been looked at again. He was offside, but I don't think he knew that. But he took too long. He hesitated, and Laporte got back and got the tackle in. Had he, of course, planted it past Unai Simon, I think VAR would have ruled it out. But that's a danger sign for Spain as they push forward looking for this winner. That Morocco can play a ball over the top to a runner, and if they can judge that run correctly, there may be a problem. But Spain have it again now. Here is Williams Jr. playing it to Llorente, inside to Morata. He goes down under the challenge, and the referee says yes, that is a free kick. Morata complaining bitterly to the referee. I have a feeling he was also waving his hand as if to say, why isn't that a yellow card? I hate it when players do that. I think any player waving to say to the referee that should be a yellow card, the referee should say, yes, okay, you can have one for telling me how to referee. I really don't like that. That should be stamped out of the game. Anyway, that's my hobby horse for the day. Here's Pedri approaching the Moroccan penalty area. But Spain are forced back once more to Laporte and to Rodri, just forward of the centre circle. He's looking for the run of Williams, but that's well read and headed away. Williams gets it now, though. Lays it back to Llorente. He plays it to Laporte. And now to Pedri once more. He dinks it over the top, but Saiss gets a header to it, but it's come to Williams on the right edge of the box. That's a good tackle, though. It's a good tackle by Nahi. But Spain have won it back again. Morocco are great at stealing the ball, but they don't seem to be able to keep it. Here's Williams again. Yes, he's skinned his defender. He's got to the byline, pulled it back. It's just too long for Morata. And Morocco can clear again, at least briefly. Williams has it again, though. He's giving Atiat Allah a bit of a difficult time down that side. The Moroccan unable to cope with the pace. There was just too much on that from Morata, who jumped at the near post, but it was over his head. More substitutions for Spain. Dani Olmo's day is done. He comes off, as does Jordi Alba, who may be still feeling the effects of that hamstring. He's off too. And on comes Alejandro Baldi. And also Fati has come on. Ansu Fati. So plenty of changes from both managers in an attempt to resolve this deadlock. But 8 minutes into the extra time period, we're still goalless. Here's Rodri playing it out to Williams, who again tries to run his man, but Atiat Allah gets a foot in this time. And Morocco clear, and they now have a throw just short of halfway. There seems to be a plan to get it to Williams as often as possible. The boy is quick, and he may be able to get round the back of this deep-lying Moroccan defence. Again, Morocco can't keep the ball from the throw. They've just not been able to keep the ball for long enough to cause Spain too many problems. But equally, they've frustrated every Spanish attempt to find a way round them. Defending heroically and not leaving their keeper that much to do. That's a dangerous ball forward. It's headed out sideways. Aliatala volleys the ball into touch, and it's a throw in to Spain. 15 yards inside the Moroccan half. 800 passes now completed by Spain in this match, just 208 from Morocco, which tells you what sort of game it's been, but it's the sort of game that we expected it to be. Oh, that's a nice pass down the side. Can Morata find room? He's got to the byline, he's pulled it back. Williams went to head it, but a Moroccan got there first, and they will clear it. But that was a moment of danger. Morata got in down the left, he got to the byline, pulled the ball across. But a Moroccan head got there first. You just wonder whether the Moroccans are really beginning to feel this now. Here's Busquets, he swept that one out to the right-hand side. Here's Llorente, that's another good ball in. Ziyech gets a foot, but Fati got on the ball, but he couldn't beat the block. And it will go out for a throw, I think. I think it's a throw rather than the corner. More really good defending, but we're seeing the previous incident with Morata. He got almost to the left byline, floated the ball across. It was a really dangerous one, and Anahi was the man who got back to clear. Here are Spain again with Pedri. That one goes astray though, but again Morocco can't keep hold of the ball. Spain are forced to put it out for a throw. Baldi put it out for a throw, but Morocco just can't hold on to the football. They can't keep hold of it, so they can't really carry a threat, and it means that they're having to constantly defend. They've got a throw 10 yards short of halfway. Ball in the hands of Hakimi. He now volleys it forward into the Spanish half. It's a big high ball, but Rodri is strong enough, and in any case he was pushed, and it's a free kick to Spain. He was pushed by Azazuli. A clear push, and here comes Spain once more with Llorente. It's Pedri now out on the left, right to the left touchline to Baldi. Played inside by Pedri once more. There's the ball forward. Oh, goalkeeper and defender getting a bit of a mix, but Saiss is on hand to hook the ball clear. There was a lack of communication there between Bono and his defender. Bono saying someone should have shouted, but I think Bono should have shouted. He was the one coming to collect the ball. And Yamik was saying, I didn't know you were there. Confusion, but Saiss got them out of trouble. And so therefore, it's now a Moroccan throw. But again, they lose it from the throw. Anahi tries to head the ball on, but the ball is with Baldi. Spain just constantly coming at Morocco with the ball. The Moroccan defence has protected Bono superbly, giving him very few direct chances to have to save. But will Spain find a way through? They've got just over 2 minutes of the first period of extra time to find that route through. Here's Pedri to Rodri. He advances. He's going to have a go from distance. He does, but it's high, wide, and not very handsome. That's never going to threaten the goal. They're probably pretty happy for him to shoot from there. More pictures of Moroccan fans still looking celebratory, still making lots of noise, but the tension is definitely rising. They know that we're in extra time. They know that one mistake could be fatal. And they know that if no one makes a mistake and nobody produces that bit of inspiration, that they'll have the agony of penalties. That was good from Ziyech to Anahi. Anahi runs at the defence. He's played it through. Here's Chadira! Oh, it's a good save. It's a good save by Unai Simon. It wasn't the hardest of shots, but they unpicked the Spanish defence there and got through. But now Spain are going to counter-attack. But again, Anahi is back to retrieve the ball. Proving really good at both ends of the pitch there. Anahi's had a really good game. He played Chadira in. He got stuck under his feet a little bit. And unfortunately, he pushed it too close to Simon, who was able to kick it clear. But that's the best chance that Morocco have had, really, in the whole game. Chadira again tries to get to the ball, but it's shielded out by Laporte for a goal kick. So in the end, it's Morocco that had the first big chance of the extra time period. That was a great chance. Too near the goalkeeper from the substitute. And Simon's right foot deflected the ball to safety. Walid Regragui clapping his hands in the technical area. The Moroccan manager, as if to say, that's what we need to do. How many more chances like that will they get? Here's a through ball, which is hooked to safety by Saiss for a Spanish throw. Just 1 minute left in this first period of extra time. Still Morocco 0, Spain 0. Spain come again. That's Rodri looking for Fati, but it's headed away by Ziyech. Puts the ball out. But it's a corner. It's a corner to Spain in the death throes of this first period of extra time. It's going to be taken by Sola. Swings it in right-footed, but straight into the hands of Bono. The referee's whistle's gone anyway because Laporte's on the ground. In fact, 2 Spanish players ended up on the ground even before that ball came in. I think they fell over each other. But the referee said the corner's got to be taken again. That's quite fortunate for Spain because the first corner wasn't remotely threatening. Right into Bono's hands. Will they profit from this second occasion? They've swung the ball in. Bono's come for it. He's got half a hand on it. It's played back in by Llorente, but it's blocked. And it runs out for a throw. A throw to Spain, 15 yards from the corner flag, or 18 yards from the corner flag on this right-hand side. Morata is on the deck. Seems to have gone down in that crowd of bodies when Bono came through to play the ball. I think he ran into the back of the goalkeeper. Well, the goalkeeper collected him after he'd punched it out. That was the last act of the first period of extra time. So still, we're all square. Still Morocco 0, Spain 0. 15 minutes of extra time left to resolve this tie between these two sides, who, as we said earlier, separated by just 7 nautical miles, despite the fact that one is European and one is North African. What can the managers say to inspire their teams now? Luis Enrique having a word in the ear of Alvaro Morata. Jordi Alba, who came off in that extra time period, is limping quite badly, which may not be good for the Spaniards going forward. I think that hamstring may not be entirely well. But the managers have done all they can for now. They're retreating back to their technical areas as the players once again head back to the field of play, or the centre of the field of play. 15 more minutes to find a hero. Otherwise it comes down to the drama of penalties. Somehow you just had the feeling, even at the start of the day, that this game was going to be tight. And so it's proved. And yet, Walid Chadira has probably had the chance of the match in that first period of extra time, but only found the right foot of goalkeeper Unai Simon. Will Morocco get a better chance than that? Will that chance, not being taken, come back to haunt them? They're going to start the second period of extra time, kicking from right to left. Referee Rapellini checks his watch. And Morocco shoot from the kickoff and smash it right over the Spanish bar. That was optimism in the extreme. Here are Spain anyway, trying to build again through Rodri. He lofts it forward. It's a good run, but a Moroccan foot is again in the right place at the right time. Amrabat slips though, and Spain have the ball. It's played forward to Williams, but he can't control it, and it's out for a goal kick. Amrabat slipped. That's probably about his first, I don't know whether you call that an error, but it's about the first time he hasn't got to the ball first all afternoon. Really has been magnificent for Morocco. And the clock ticks down. 1 minute of the second period of extra time has gone. 14 to go. You can tell that these fans are already looking at the spectre of penalties. Bono's goal kick goes straight out of play inside the Spanish half. It's thrown back in, and Rodri will come again. Plays it to his left. Here is Laporte. Rodri once more. He plays it to the right now to Williams, who plays it back into his own half, however. Rodri again. This time he comes left to Pedri. Can Spain find this incisive pass? They're looking for Baldi down the left-hand side, but Hakimi is across. And he shepherds the ball out for another goal kick to Morocco. Wow, this is tense now. It's been a game of few chances, but with the clock ticking and penalties getting ever closer, it's tense. Luis Enrique knows that if it goes to the lottery of penalties, it kind of does away with the favourites tag that Spain have carried in this match. It becomes much more of a lottery. Here are Morocco trying to come forward. Rodri's trying to see the ball out of play, and he successfully does so. That's a goal kick. Ziyech couldn't find his way round him. Chelsea man seen off by the man from Manchester City. Amrabat again gets a foot in to disrupt another Spanish attack. It has to go back to Simon. Here's Rodri again. Really is getting very tense here. Very tense indeed. Morocco clear another ball out from down by their own byline. Busquets throws the ball in for Spain. Once again camped inside the Moroccan half. That's a hopeful ball forward. It's headed away. It's going to be another throw into Spain. It's back with Rodri once more. I bet he's had more touches than anybody else in the match. Here's Laporte. And now Baldi. Here is Rodri again. Here's Sola. Williams. Again, a Moroccan foot gets in the way. Another throw to Spain. They seem to have had three throw-ins in the last 2 minutes, all from the same place, as they try and find a way in. Morocco hack another ball clear. Seems like the pattern for this extra time, the second period of extra time, is set, that Morocco are just going to sit deep and say, we'll take the lottery of penalties. But Amrabat again breaks another attack up. But Spain have the ball back with Sola to Rodri. Swings it out to the left. But they've given the ball away. And Nahi, who's been another one of the Moroccan heroes today. Ziyech dwells on the ball too long. It's half a block from Spain. But Morocco can launch it forward from the left again. Chidera gives chase, but Laporte is too quick. Heads the ball back into the hands of Unai Simon. Now Saiss has gone down, holding his hamstring. I don't know whether he's got a real hamstring problem or whether he's got cramp, but he's definitely holding his left hamstring. They've already lost one centre-back. Are they going to lose another one? This would not be good for them going forward if they got through this tie, to be without both their centre-backs. Just as he tried to hook that last ball clear, he went down clutching his left hamstring. I'm hoping for his sake that that's cramp, because if it's worse than that, that could be the end of his tournament as well. And it already looked as if Agard's tournament was done. Either way, I think Saiss is going to have to come off. Although he's jogging to the sideline as if he wants to come back into the action as fast as he can, but it doesn't look good. They're strapping him up. But you would have thought that's pretty dangerous to carry on in that fashion. Benoun is stripped and ready to come on, but he hasn't done as yet. While Saiss is being strapped, Morocco are down to 10. Can Spain find a gap while that is happening? Amrabat's gone into the back line to try and help out. In the meantime, here's Williams to Llorente, to Rodri. Now across again to Pedri and Laporte. Still Spain can't find a way through. But here's Williams pulling it back. Half a clearance, and who's there to hook it? Up and away, it's Amrabat. Amrabat and Nahi have been absolutely superb for Morocco. They really have. Here's Rodri again. It's played out wide to the right, but Williams has miscontrolled that, and it's gone out for a Moroccan throw. He was really bright when he first came on, Williams, but he's miscontrolled a couple of balls now. We've got 7.5 minutes of extra time left. Otherwise, it's penalties. Here's Atiat Allah, who's going to throw another ball in on this left-hand side for Morocco. They've got another throw up on halfway. Just short of halfway. Atiat Allah again has the ball in his hand. Throws it up the left-hand side, but it's again miscontrolled, and this time it's a throw to Spain. There's some tired bodies out there, really tired bodies, tired minds too, which is always a danger when penalties are looming. Here's Laporte to Rodri. He tries to advance. Plays it to Llorente, whose socks are now halfway down around his ankles. Here's Busquets. Not said his name that often today. Morocco again try and bring it out, but Ziyech has now gone down as well. Amrabat again tussling for the ball, again wins it. Lays it off. Morocco can come. Here's Chidera, he's sprinting away. He's gone away from Rodri. Can he finish this time? No, he can't. He's just run himself into a blind alley, and Rodri got back. Twice he's had a glimpse of the goal. This time he was further out on the left-hand side, but whether it was his control or his lack of self-belief, but he never really looked like he was going to make the most of that opportunity. Two chances gone a-begging at the hands of the substitute. Here's Hakimi. He's won that ball. Can Morocco come again? And Nahi through to Hakimi. He runs into Laporte, appeals for a free kick, but the referee says you ran into him. That's not obstruction, and Spain will come again. 5 minutes of extra time remain. Still we wait for a goal. Will Williams win this race? No, he won't. Atiaz Allah did well to see that one out. Seems to have got a little bit of a grip of the flying Spanish winger now. Tension everywhere now. Fans gripping their flags, pursed lips, clasped hands, praying for intervention. Perhaps praying that their side would be rescued from the lottery of penalties, or perhaps praying for success in the lottery of penalties. Bono takes another goal kick. Heads go up, flicked on by Morocco. Llorente has it. He tries to play it up the right-hand side. Amrabat wins the ball again. And here come Morocco down this left-hand side. They get in each other's way, though, and they lose the ball. Two teammates in each other's way. They've lost the ball, and now they may be short-handed. Here's Morata running at the Moroccan defence. He's still going, but he plays it through too long, and that chance too has gone. He had plenty of support there, but seemed to be running head down and unaware. In the meantime, the two Moroccans got in each other's way, and one tripped the other. But Morata had plenty of chances to lay this ball off, greedily carried on, and then tried to find Fati lately at the last minute, and played a bad ball, and he just rolled through and out for a goal kick. So, half a chance at either end, really, but neither comes to anything. Here is Williams again, running against Atiaz Allah. He turns inside him and outside him. Can he get the ball across? He does so, and it's put out for a corner by Hakimi. It got beyond the goalkeeper. Hakimi was there to tidy up and put the ball behind for a corner. Williams this time got the wrong side of his man. I think he just about kept the ball in play. Took out Bono completely with the cross, but Hakimi put it behind. Did the ball go out? It's very tight. A bit like the Japanese situation the other night, where the goal stood. I think they're saying maybe the ball went out of play. Tension, tension, tension. 2 minutes of the extra time period remaining. Walid Regragui is gesticulating and waving his hand. Seems to be unhappy about something. Spain have made another substitution in the meantime. Williams has gone off. He only came on late in the piece. He's gone off. Zarabi has come on, which I can only imagine is for penalties. So Williams' night didn't last very long. Perhaps that's why he was looking so frustrated when he saw that his number was up after getting to the byline. Obviously not on the penalty taking list for Spain. Is anyone going to save us that lottery? It's not looking likely, although there's been a few sniffs in extra time. It's not been the worst extra time period you've ever seen. Sometimes they're dull as ditch water. Spain have forced another corner late in the piece. This might be the last chance for anybody to win it. The substitute Sarabi has gone across. Looks like Anahi's coming off as well, because he's not on Morocco's list of penalty takers. He's had an outstanding game. Played superbly well. He's going to give way to Benoun, who nearly came on a little bit earlier for Saiz. But he's on now. You'd imagine he's on the Moroccan penalty taking list. Otherwise, why is he coming on at this late stage? Sarabia swings the corner in. It's headed out. But Spain have the ball back. Can they manufacture one last chance? It's out on the left-hand side. But Hakimi gets a foot in and wins the ball. Chases back towards halfway. And they have to go all the way back to Unai Simon, to the Spaniards. 3 minutes of additional time at the end of extra time. Still time for somebody to find that piece of incision that's eluded both sides. They've had sights of goal, they've not been able to do anything with them. Chadira in particular, 2 chances in extra time, both of which went begging. Here we are again with Rodri. Who can manufacture one last chance? Here's a chance, maybe. Here's Busquets, but it's blocked. Ezazuli hooks the ball clear, but to nobody, because there's nobody up for Morocco now. Looks as if they've settled for penalties. Here is Laporte to Pedri. Out onto this left-hand side. Pedri once more. 2 minutes of added time left. Pedri again. Now to Busquets. Swings it to the right. It's floated in. Flicked on! Oh, the foot from a Moroccan defender. I thought that was going to be an own goal right at the last. Oh my word, a ball came in from the right-hand side. It was flicked on. A Moroccan foot came out. The keeper was going the other way. Unfortunately, it went to a safer area, but it still led to a corner. A corner which could be the last action of this game. Sarabia's going to put the ball in. He swings it in. It's headed clear. Spain have it again through Llorente. Can they put one more ball in the box? Here's Llorente to Pedri. Pedri plays it forward. Here's Busquets. Here's Busquets again. It's come out to the left-hand side. Rodri swings it in. There's a man at the far post, but he's missed it. He's missed it, and he's missed it by quite some distance. They got a man free at the far stick, did Spain. The ball was swung in. I think it may be Sarabia at the far stick. It's actually come off the outside of the post. That's why I thought it had gone a long way wide, but the reason for that was it deflected off the outside of the far post. So Spain come within inches, millimetres maybe, of stealing this at the last. The Moroccan fans celebrate the fact that it didn't go in. That's going to be the last act, I think. It's the last act. So it would have been the last kick of the match. But it doesn't go in. Sarabia gets closer than anybody else did in the 120 minutes. But now we come down to the lottery of penalty kicks. Well, well, well. As I said, that wasn't the worst extra time period you've ever seen. When he burst forward, but he didn't play the right pass. So there have been chances, but no one could break the deadlock. And now we go to the lottery of penalties. So the two managers will be going round their group. Surely they will have nominated penalty takers, you would have thought. There were some late substitutions. Benoun came on for Morocco. Sarabia came on for Spain. You'd think they'd be on the lists. Otherwise, what was the point of bringing them on, you would think? But we will see. We will see who's nominated for this act. This, of course, happened the same time yesterday when Croatia proved the steadier and saw off the challenge of Japan. Portugal and Switzerland await to see who will emerge from this last 16 game to play the winners of that match between Portugal and Spain and Switzerland, which comes tonight. And you can hear that, of course, here on Flash Score, kicking off at 7 o'clock. Coverage will start just before that. Well, the tension in the stadium must be horrendous now. The Moroccans have been banging their drums throughout, making a tremendous noise. They've outnumbered the Spaniards, and their team have played heroically, absolutely heroically. Amrabat has been a force of nature, and Anahi, who went off just before the end of extra time, he too was heroic in the centre of that midfield, protecting the back line. Hakimi tried to get forward whenever he could, as did Mazraoui. Mazraoui had a shot in the first half that Unai Simon managed to turn aside. Morocco caused their own problems in the first half with a poor kick out from defence by Bono, and then a back pass which went astray. But the closest Spain got was in those dying seconds when Sarabia got free on the right hand side of the box. He was the man over when the ball came in from Rodri. He fired it across the goal, hit the outside of the post and went wide, which is why we're now in the realm of penalties. Both sides in a huddle. The Spanish keeper on the outside of the huddle, keeper Simon, getting words in his ear. We're going to have a toss-up to see which end the penalties are taken from. Looks as if Busquets has won it and said we'll go to the right-hand end, which may be where his supporters are, of course. Sometimes it's an advantage having your own supporters behind the goal. Well, actually, they're going to toss the coin again. So, and this time Saiss has won it. So it will be interesting to see who takes the first one. There's lots of clasped hands, lots of tense looks, chewing of fingernails, stroking of beards, all sorts. The two goalkeepers exchange words and a pat on the back apiece ahead of the drama to come. Will it be down to one of them to make themselves a hero now? Or will there be a villain? of Moroccan parents who played his initial football for Real Madrid. Is he the man to put the Spaniards out? He steps up and scores! A jig of delight! The Moroccans run to submerge him. The manager runs onto the field as well. They run to their fans. Morocco have beaten Spain 3-0 on penalties after a goalless draw. Yassine Bono and Hakimi emerge as the heroes. Bono with 2 saves in the shootout. Hakimi, the boy who was born in Madrid, has knocked Spain out of the World Cup.